Alrighty guys, hey, welcome. So we're doing another video and we are going to talk about Doctor Strange's new uniform. And we're going to compare it to his old one, because why the heck not, right? So first off, we're going to look at how it looks, which I have to say, it does look pretty cool. I can't figure this out. I can't figure out the gauntlet difference. I don't know. I've never seen the comic this is supposed to be based on, so maybe that is exactly how he looks in the comic, and maybe somewhere in the comic it tells you why he's got one completely different glove to the other, completely different style, and everything about it. I mean, the rest is all standardized, right? And then you've got the glove, and I can understand having like a pocket, but the glove, maybe it's a comic thing. Maybe I need to go and find the comic and read it. I don't know. But he does look pretty awesome. So, mind you, to be fair, so did the original Infinity War uniform. But let's actually break this down. So, the first thing you notice when you actually look at his uniform is that his uniform bonus is decidedly different from his Infinity War one. Because, of course, in this one, you've got applies to self, increase skill damage by 15%, and increase bonus damage by 10%. For Doctor Strange, I can see this being really good because, of course, damage is the one area he's always, for his regular attacks, seem to fall down. He can launch a lot of attacks and very quickly, but for most people, he doesn't do much damage very much, which is why it's a problem. But of course, it is skill damage and not necessarily regular attacks. So whether it's really overall that amount more, I don't know yet. I probably won't know until I can actually upgrade this uniform fully and do an actual comparison between the two over 2 days. And I might try and do that, but it's going to take a while to get there, guys. So bear in mind, I will probably do that at some point. So this is completely different from this uniform bonus. Now, of course, this one has the recovery of 10% and the reflect 50 damage received, 50% max attack for 5 seconds. Of the two, I don't know really which is better. Probably this one with the increased damage potentially, but that is increased heal on the other one. So that is healing. So we'll see. But you do have to bear in mind this one gives you healing on one skill, which was our second skill. And when we look at our second skill for our new uniform, there is the bonus effect of that uniform on the new skill. So really, this uniform does not subtract that old bonus. It gives you that bonus, and now we're going to give you another one. That to me seems pretty awesome. Just saying. Now, of course, the thing here is they did do 5 skill changes, but not necessarily in the way you think. Because most of these skills are actually have the same effects as the old skills on his other uniform. I'm not saying that some of them aren't different, because some of them are, because his free skills on this uniform and those corresponding free on the new uniform actually seem to be the same, and I will show you what I mean. When you look at Rings of Ragnarok, I can't say these names, I apologize, I'm just having a bad day. You have the effects of stun for 2 seconds, bind for free, energy damage for 74% of energy attack, an additional 1281 energy damage. Now, if we come to his old uniform and we look, it is exactly the same stats. Okay? So they've changed the skill by changing the way it looks, but not the actual skill effects. This is actually pretty good, because while it feels a bit weird because they're saying the skill has changed, it's just the way it looks that has changed. So we've got our rotating bits there, and you got our vest there, And when you actually look at this one, which is his original, we just do not have this one. Sorry about that. We do not have the spinning wheels that's happening in the other one, but the overall effects are still the same. Of course, it doesn't apply to the second one or the third one because they're different skills entirely, because there's not a change for those two in the Infinity War uniform. So for those, we have remove all buffs from target. We of course then have the 10% recovery of max HP, reflect 50% of damage received, 50% of max attack for 5 seconds, energy damage of 80% of energy attack, and additional damage of 143 energy damage. Still sounds pretty awesome, though, doesn't it? And when you just look at it, you gotta have a look at what they look like. It's like it's just throwing a big ass glass here at you. I'm like, what? Why wouldn't you, right? Just it looks pretty awesome, to be fair. Now we have Scalpel Slice, which is our third change skill, which of course is not in the Infinity War uniform, so you can't really compare the two in that respect. But still, this one is just pretty straightforward. Energy damage, 105% of energy attack, an additional 257 energy damage. Perfectly fine. And when we look at it, I don't know why I hit replay there. Again, it's quite flashy. I'm kind of surprised because I don't know why. I feel these are very much more flashy than some of his older ones, even though his older ones had a lot going on in it. These ones are probably because they're including more finer details. It looks like so much more is happening. Alright, now we have his fourth skill, which again, I'm pretty certain is identical on his Infinity War uniform for his stats, but we'll see in a second. So, applies to enemy is stun for 2%. No, it's stun for 2 seconds. Don't take that as written. Energy damage 190% of energy attack, and additional damage of 1,281 damage. It's pretty cool. And it does look pretty cool. And again, you got the cogs, which is where I think you'll find differences. Of course, they are named differently, but the effects are still stun for 2 seconds, energy damage 190% of energy attack, and additional 1,281 extra damage. Wow, my words are bad today. Sorry about that. It's exactly the same buffs. It's exactly the same effect on the fourth skill. And the look, they're a bit closer together, but it's basically the same skill with a few changes in how it looks. Nothing wrong with that, I guess. Depends if you really wanted completely different skills. I'm not too worried about that because it means I know what those skills are going to basically do. So our fifth and final skill change is, of course, this one, and it's not going to change. So, again, pretty sure it's identical effects. As is Infinity War, we will have a check. Pretty sure it's identical. So, increases all attacks and defense by 80%, all speed by 20%, and critical rate by 60%. Removes incapacitation for 7 seconds, and that all applies to yourself, which is pretty awesome. Also, 100% chance for immunity to skill damage. Cooldown time of all your skills, excluding this one, of course, set to 1 second. Pretty sure that's the same. And energy damage 161% of energy attack, additional 1,281 energy damage. Just because I want to see what it looks like. It kind of reminds me of his skill free there at the beginning. His tier free, sorry, at the beginning there. Because when you actually look at it, he's doing the whole arm thing. So it does kind of look like that. And then it goes more into a Cerebro type effect where from your Professor X tier free skill, with of course the Dome Sphere and then all the information inside it. But it's still pretty awesome and it does look pretty cool. And to be honest, when you get all those skills going on a regular map, it sort of just takes up everywhere, and it's like, where the heck am I looking? But hey, so when you actually compare that to your fifth skill from your Infinity War uniform, which is also Supreme, you find it was increase all attacks and defense by 80%. Familiar. All speed by 20%. Again, familiar. And critical rate by 60%. Removes incapacitation for 7 seconds. Sounds familiar, Raj, right? 100% chance for immunity to all damage, 7 seconds. Cooldown time of all skills, excluding this one, reset, are set to 1 second. And energy damage, 161% of energy attack. An additional 1,281 energy damage. It's exactly the same effects, just like with skill 1, 4, and 5. They are identical in the effects, but the way they look is different. So if you thought they were completely different, no. Is the uniform probably worth it? I can't help thinking it will be. And not just because it looks awesome, but the sheer fact that, to be fair, I think they both look awesome. To be fair, I think they both look really good. But the one thing this one really does bring, other than 2 complete skill changes that this one doesn't have, is that from the get-go, it has this bonus. Increased skill damage by 15% and increased bonus damage by 10%. It increases your damage for a hero that really doesn't necessarily do that much damage attack. But he does damage quickly because of the way his skills work, but doesn't do an overall large amount. So I can see that extra bonus damage being quite useful. And so I do think that even though 3 out of those 5 skills are not actually any different other than the way they look, and yeah, you do have 2 completely new skills which do look pretty awesome, I have to say I'm looking forward to really trying this uniform out and getting it up to mythic level and just seeing what the difference would be if I was to say take Doctor Strange with this uniform on mythic, with or without bonus options. I don't know yet. We'll see what happens there. Perhaps do Dimension 15 or a World Boss or something, and just running both of them through the same thing on the same level and just see perhaps who's fastest. I can't help think it might be him. It might be this one. But I don't know. It will be something to see for another day. I hope I'll probably try and do it. Alright guys, so that's about it for this video. So we're going to wrap it up, and I want to say thank you for watching. Thank you for being here. If you like the video, please hit that like button, and if you want to find out more videos that we're going to do at certain points and what's going to happen, hit that subscribe button and you'll know when they go live. I want to thank you, and I'll see you all again real soon. Have a great one, and I'll see you next time. Bye now.